Hello, all you herb lovers out there. Earthy Wise Woman here. And today we're going to talk about an herb that is actually more global than I thought it was. Please forgive my voice. I am getting over a head cold. Now, this herb is Angelica root. Here's a look. See that? Now, first, we're going to discuss this on a magical front. What will we use Angelica root for magically? And here we go. First off, Angelica root is considered a masculine herb. Now, I find this interesting because the deity connected to Angelica root is Venus, which is the goddess of love. But nonetheless, it is a masculine root and it's the element of fire. So that's something that needs to be, you know, addressed. Also, planetary, it's the sun. So as you can see, that's a lot of masculine energy. Now, magically speaking, you would use Angelica root for things like exorcisms, protection, and in healing. It's very good for that. And let me give you some more examples. The plant can be used in any kind of incense for protection and for exorcism. Also, you can use this by sprinkling a little bit around your home to protect your home. It is also good to ward away all evil. Angelica root is also used to rid yourself of hexes. So, if a hex is placed on you, Angelica root can be used to rid yourself of the hex. Now, how you would use it is you would add it to a bath and soak in it so you can rid yourself of all hexes. This is renowned for hex removal. So, anyone who has hexed you, what I would suggest for you to do is if you feel you've been hexed, grind this up, add it to a bath, and soak in it to remove the hex from you. Now, me personally, I would suggest you just soak in the tub and visualize it draining from the top of your head all the way down, through your body and out through your feet. Get out of the tub and visualize the hex going down the drain to Mother Earth and allow her to deal with it from there. Now, many American Indians used to also smoke Angelica root to get visions or to connect to a higher self. It was used among the Native Americans as a gambling talisman, protection, um, healing as well. They would use it as a healing incense. So magically, you can see Angelica root has a great, a great, um, what's the word? Too many words to think of. Has great significance. Now, that's magical. Let's get on the mundane. For that, I'm going to refer to my notes. Earthy Wise Woman always has to take notes. Now, this can be split into two categories. First of all, Angelica root is a genus. And what that means is it's like a cluster of plants, and they come from similar families, okay? But they have a lot in common. So they're called a genus. And there's two ways to use this. First of all, there's the Chinese method, which is called the Chinese method or the Chinese way of using Angelica. I'm going to show you again. Angelica root. And, oh, that smells so good. Angelica. Okay. So the Chinese is literally means from China. Archangelica, that's more European. Now, Chinese, that's the Chinese medicine way of using this. And usually that denotes women's medicine or women's health. So that would be for things such as hormonal balance, digestive support, liver detoxing, things like that. Now that would be Chinese or from China, how they would use it. Also, I'm going to keep going because the Chinese method is very extensive, a little bit more than the other one. Not much, but a little more. Um, it's also known by various names in Sinesse. It's known in East Asia. Some refer to it as the female ginseng, okay, or the dung qual. Um, and it's used, like I said, to treat female hormonal issues. Now, on the other hand, the Archangelica, which is European, it's used for a different way of using this. It's more for things like gin and in your spirit drinks, okay? Um, for garnishes, for decorations, things like that. Um, However, it is also believed that in Sinesse that langostope, langostope, which is a powerful enzyme, langostope. I'm going to pronounce that again. And it's about 1% of the plant. It's used usually um, to kill the, I want to pronounce this right, globost- globostoma, globostoma cells. Those are cancerous cells in the brain. I won't go as far as to say that it can kill brain cancer, but it's been shown in animal and test tube studies to have some significant effects on that particular cell. It's also used in wound care. So, senes are from the Asian method. It is much more widely used. It's also used in menopause for hot flashes. So, we women do understand that. Okay. For wound care, it is also used. Um, there are some significant studies showing that it might promote um, healing for people who have diabetic foot wounds. So that's something to also take it. I've wrote a lot of notes here. So consider all of these things. Now, some of the Archangelica benefits have shown that it has been found to kill breast cancer cells in the test tube and inhibit a lot of tumor growth. So that's pretty significant. Both of these are in mice. I want to make that clear. So I'm not saying that this can kill cancer. I don't want to make that claim, especially here. But I'm showing that tests have shown significant um, effects in killing cancer in test tubes, breast cancer, and in the CNS, brain cancer. It also has effects on anti anxiety. So there's a lot of benefits, but that is not uncommon for herbs. Herbs generally do benefit more than one thing. Also, it has been found to kill harmful bacteria, funguses, and viruses. So, and yes, by the way, you can drink this in a tea or in a tonic. And I'm trying to figure, okay, there we go. The best way, you can take this in a supplement. So this does come in a supplement. You can take about 500 to 2,000 milligrams of Angelica root. Now, I'm not saying it will cure any cancer because I can't make that claim here. I can say that adding it to your diet could make a significant difference on your health. It can improve it. It definitely can't hurt it. So, again, I'm going to show you. Now, it's got a really nice musty smell, actually quite pleasant. Almost does smell like a spirit, like a gin, a very mild, a creamy smell, like I don't know how to describe that. Brandy, a creamy brandy smell. But consider it magically, remember, for healing, for protection, and for removing hexes. But it's also good for on a mundane for well, liver detoxing. We both know that. We saw that. It is also good for anti-anxiety, for removing that. Wound care. Um, in test laboratories, it has been shown to alleviate some brain cancer and some breast cancer. It can be taken. You can even buy this in a pill form, or you can even make it yourself in an elixir, in a tea form, um, or you can even buy it in a pill form. Take about 500 to 2,000 milligrams a day. So, again, Angelica root. Go check it out. And this is Earthy Wise Woman.